Please join me in welcoming Mr. Michael Palin.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Russell, great to be here in Sydney. I love coming to Sydney. I say that in Melbourne as well, actually, but here I really, really mean it. I said it in Brisbane recently. That was odd. I'm going to get a bad name. It's rather like me saying that I'm never going to do another travel journey again. I first said this after Around the World in 80 Days, which was back in 1989. And yet the formula that we'd, if you can call it a formula, the way of presenting the world that we'd put together in Around the World in 80 Days seemed to appeal to audiences. And I think what appealed to them was that I had given up playing a role. I wasn't trying to be Phileas Fogg. I wasn't trying to be clever. I wasn't trying to be intelligent. I wasn't trying to summarize wittily all the things that were going on. I was just someone struggling to get round the world whilst trying to buy tickets in a station in Alexandria without being able to speak Egyptian, staying overnight in a capsule hotel in Tokyo, which is about that long. I mean, I'd had to do some very strange things, and I had to occasionally do rather embarrassing things. But this particular night, after about 3 hours, I woke up and I thought, I've got to go, and I'm going to have to go. So I grabbed my toilet paper and tried rather discreetly to walk to the back of the boat. And they saw me. "Hello, Michael," they shout. "Hello, Michael. Hey, come and talk with us." No, I just got to, Anyway, that was fine. I got back to the sleeping bag, and of course, 2 hours later, you know how these things, they just go on and on and on. I had to get up again. And this time, "Michael, yes, you will come to, oh, that's good, come over." No, I said, no, come over, come and talk with us. No. So I went, and that was it. And I just prayed and prayed. When I got back to my sleeping bag, this would be the last time, but it wasn't. And I had to go a third time, and I picked my way across the sacks, and nearly got there when I had a great shout, "Michael, come over here. We have made a curry for you." So that's not the thing I'd have told them in Melbourne. Brazil is the 8th journey, so I've been lying every time when I've said no. But I really meant no, but I'm just kind of drawn back. It's kind of addiction to travel. I began to notice that the name Brazil was appearing in the papers a lot and on the news a lot. And all these things really made me think I ought to know this country. For some reason, I've never been to the 5th biggest country in the world. It's never been on the arbitrary routes that we took before. So this is the time to go. And I thought I would go and try and make a program that would coincide with the end of the Olympics in London, when people were talking about the next Olympics and people were asking about Brazil. So for me, it was just an act of curiosity, which is why I travel anyway. And there are more slaves imported to Brazil than any other part of the Americas, more than the USA, more than the West Indies. So there was a huge slave population there. And because there were so few Portuguese, there wasn't a kind of feeling of them and us quite so much as there might have been in the States. There was no sort of particular religious attitude towards the slaves. People mixed, they mixed together, they had sexual relations together. So there was a kind of mix of people, which I think has probably makes Brazil, and has made Brazil, a less racially conscious country than certainly the southern part of the United States was. It also means that in the northeast you've got a very strong African atmosphere, very strong African element to the culture. The food they eat, the music, the costume they wear, the dance, religion, everything. And it's very, very exciting. In my list of things that I made a list of things that the Brazilians never say. Probably you won't find in a Brazilian dictionary. One of them was silence, or keep the noise down. We're very keen in England in keeping the noise. Keep the noise down. In Brazil, they just turn the noise up, so the whole place is shaking. Oh dear, the book fell down. That's a bad omen, isn't it? The book fell of its own volition. Anyway.